Hello to friends all around the world. Today I'm going to introduce an encoder modulator all-in-one machine and provide a video training on how to select, operate, and apply it. Now let's take a look at the machine together. This device here is an encoder modulator all-in-one machine. Let's take a look at what this machine has. For input, it has a HDMI input, and there is also another set of HDMI inputs. Of course, we can also have all HDMI inputs. In this case, it has 24 HDMI inputs. Let's take a look at the internal boards. This is a T2 board, which supports DBP and STU input, ATSC input, ASDB input, and T2 input all are supported. It's a single board. This other one is an encoding board. This one has 8 channels, and this one also has 8 channels. If your signal source is HDMI, then in this case, you need to use this encoding board. So if you have 24 channels of HDMI, when you're configuring, remember, during configuration, you need to use 3 of these boards. If you only have 8 channels of HDMI, then just use 1 board for 8 channels. That works too. So if you have 24 T2 inputs, then all 3 of these boards should be equipped with 24 T2s. Let's take a look here. This is a single board. See? This is an 8-channel board. And here, this is a T2 board. This is a T2 board as well. You can see this T2 board also has 8 channels, and we also have versions with output. As you can see, its configuration is quite flexible, very flexible. Besides the 24-channel version, we also have 8-channel and 16-channel versions. Let me show you. This is the 8-channel HDMI version. It's a single board. Take a look at its front panel. The front panel. Of course, we also have a 16-channel version. Take a look. This is the 16-channel one, right? 16 channels, the 16-channel front panel consists of 2 boards. Just 2 boards. So we have 8, 16, 24, and of course we also have 32, 40, and 48. All right, now that we've discussed how to choose the module combinations, let's take a look at the functions of this machine. The functions of this machine. This machine supports H264 encoding, and it also supports H265, so it has both functions. At the same time, let's look at one of the devices. When you're selecting and configuring this equipment, you must be clear about its input and output interfaces. This area here is the input. See, the inputs can be combined. They can be freely combined. 86, 24, all kinds of modes can be combined. Now, let's take a look at its front panel. Let's look at the front panel of this machine. This front panel is called the encoder modulator. As the name suggests, it combines both encoding and modulation functions. Do you see that? It has 2 RF outputs, right? One is the test port and the other is the main output port. The advantage of having these 2 ports is that during debugging, we can use the test port for monitoring. Also, let's take a look at this machine list. See if this label indicates that it has IPTV functionality, IPTV, DBS, and some other functions. Let's take a look at this. What else does this machine have? IPTV. Look closely. What does IPTV input and output mean? In addition to having encoding inputs and 2 inputs, what other function does this machine actually have? IPTV input. Sometimes our program sources need to come from the internet, for example, from YouTube or from other internet networks. So this can serve as an input and input source. At the same time, this IPTV can also supply the next server or the next network. If you have your own server and your own network, we can convert your UDP protocol or RTT protocol into HLS, M3U8, or other protocols like SRT, RTSP, RTMP, and provide them to the next network. So it comes with IPTV function, but this function is optional. You can choose to have it or not. In addition, we also have the traditional UDP protocol output. See here, this is the UDP protocol output. So our IP ports are sufficient and cover all IP protocols or IP protocols. Additionally, we also have a USB port. The purpose of this USB is that when you have your own programs or want to promote your own videos, you can plug them directly in here and then output the video, IPTV output or ASI input. Take a look. Our machine also supports ASI input and output, right? Input and output, so overall, these are the interfaces. It supports IPTV input and output, as well as traditional UDP and RTT protocol input and output, and also ASI input and output. Looking at our front panel, it has a small LCD screen, which mainly displays our status and IP address. Okay. At the same time, if you want to integrate your previous network, just let us know, and we can provide hybrid functionality. This is what its front panel looks like. Just like this. This model also supports both SPTS and MPTS outputs. It supports the insertion of advertising programs, QR codes, and the logos. This is called the OSD function. Our burning room mainly supplies products globally, and there are over 10,000 devices here. So when you're choosing products, we have everything you need right here. But today, the main purpose is to show everyone how to choose and apply these products. If there are any products you want to learn about, you can let me know, send me a private message, or bookmark my homepage, so you'll be informed about the next episode we release. Okay, now let's take a quick look at our burning room. There are over 10,000 devices in this burning room, and here is our encoder. We have all kinds of edge strips, and these are also our edges. We have various types of encoders, and these are also our encoders. All equipment we produce must undergo burn-in testing. For overseas shipments, products are usually shipped after several days of burn-in. These are also our encoders. This is a encoder device. This is our burn-in room. It is an anti-China workshop. We have 2 old fossils of this. Workshops, we have this burn-in room, about 2 in total. First, plug in HDMI port, find the source, and HDMI is already connected. This is our network cable, plug it in. This cable connects to the computer, and we use the computer to control it. Also, plug in an IP cable. This is the IP cable, and this is for IP output. Then there's a component output. We also have a component output cable, so that's the component output. Let's connect it. This is the indicator of one of our streets. Open our Firefox browser, this one, Firefox. After opening it, enter the address. Take a look at this. After confirming, you enter our backend system. We've only plugged in 1 cable, so here, this is an encoder.
Yes, that's right.
An encoder, this encoder is green, which means our device has started encoding the signal. There are 8 here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here, there are 16 here, and this area is 24 in this section. Since we've only connected 1 signal, the other signals are red, indicating they're not connected. After setting up the encoding, we need to do a simple program injection here. The simple injection is for this program.
Master, you seem so strict.
Let's start with a simple analysis. Once the analysis process is completed, the program will be generated and displayed on the screen. At this point, we can select the program that we want to use and bring it over here to this section for further processing. Is that clear? Now, the next step is to click on the modulation button. When we click on modulation, the system will present us with a variety of different frequencies to choose from, each corresponding to different settings or options. This allows us to select the most appropriate frequency for our specific needs or requirements. There are all kinds of frequencies that can be modified, and the frequencies can be changed at any time. Okay, it's just that simple. This device can also output via IP. Click on IP output, and then we have the output address. We can take this addressee, it's in green, this shows the bitrate, the size of the bitrate. Click on it, and then we can copy this address. After copying it, we can play it in V2C. Open V2C, click on Windows Stream, then enter the corresponding IP address, and click OK to play. Okay, that means our encoded program is now available. The operation is just that simple. This is the modulation output. Let's take a look at this modulation output. This cable comes over here. See, this cable comes here. Did you see? Modulation output, right? How many girls are exactly the same? Exactly the same. Okay. Very simple and easy to use. In the next episode, I'll introduce the operation of other products and provide training for everyone.